I'm going to fry up some tortilla chips for my enchilada soup. One of these days I might make homemade tortillas for this, but it ain't going to be today. Y'all see this grill mark running down the center of this tortilla? I'm going to cut right down the middle of it. I got my electric skillet here and I got it set to somewhere between 300 and 325. It don't take much to cook these chips. I'm going to put a little bit of canola oil in the pan. So anytime you save oil, you always want to put it in the fridge to keep it fresh because it will go rancid over time. I got my oil turned up between 300 and 325 and I always like to check it to make sure I got the right temperature. It's always a good idea when you're cooking with hot oil. I got my tortillas here. Don't worry too much about overcrowding the pan because they're going to shrink down. You want to cook these 4 minutes on one side and 2 minutes on the other. When they look golden like this, go ahead and flip them. These yellow corn tortillas might puff up like this, but go ahead and let them cook in that hot oil. They'll be fine. When they get real crispy and golden like this on both sides, go ahead and take them out. The reason I'm not cooking these chips in my deep fryer is because a deep fryer requires more oil than what is necessary to cook these chips. And I can cook more chips in an electric skillet than I can in that deep fryer. I'm not going to put any salt or seasoning on these because I'm going to eat them with my soup. But y'all can if y'all want to. When I put my chips in the bowl, I like to toss them a little bit to help get some of that excess oil off. As soon as they cool off enough and get most of the oil off, I go ahead and put them in the Ziploc bag. Now I'm going to cook some hamburger meat for this enchilada soup. What I've got here is called 93% lean. And I like this because there's not going to be as much fat in it. I like to crumble my meat up like this so I don't beat up my pan. After my hamburger meat's done, I'm going to take some paper towels and soak up this grease. Now I'm going to transfer this hamburger meat over here to this line crock pot. If you got any big onion pieces, just break them up. They'll be fine. Got root ends, pick them out. It ain't no big deal. I'm going to add my garlic to soften it up too. I'm going to add a little bit of water to help sweat these onions and garlic. You can cook these with a lid on if you want to, but I'm leaving mine off so y'all can see what I'm doing. You want to stir it around, make sure all these onions get evenly cooked. Now y'all pay attention to the order I do this in. The heaviest ingredient goes in first. That way you don't get any sloshing. And I ain't never met a can of tomato paste that was easy to get out. Somebody had a damn sense of humor when they did this. Y'all don't worry about that tomato paste being all clumpy like that. It'll loosen up. Tomatoes go in next. Then your sauce. Then your enchilada sauce. Now you're going to see why I did it this way. I'm going to rinse all these cans out with this beef broth before it goes into the pot. See, in the South, we don't waste nothing. Because there's too many times we had to go hungry. You go to somebody's house in the South and you don't get fed, there's something wrong. They ain't Southern, or they just don't like you. There's something else we do in the South. We use our fingers to clean our cans out. And don't worry about germs or none of that shit. It's going to cook at a high enough temperature, it's going to kill everything. My finger's almost too short for this. There you go. Clean enough. Now I'm going to put in a teaspoon of cilantro. Teaspoon of oregano. Now, if this were authentic Mexican food, you would use Mexican oregano. And you probably have to grow it yourself, because I ain't ever seen it on shelves. Quarter teaspoon of cumin. Quarter teaspoon of black pepper. 1.5 teaspoon chili powder. Now I'm going to stir this up and let it come to a boil. Then after it's boiled a little while and all these flavors marinate, then I'll check it for salt. Those cans might have said no salt added, but how much salt did they put in those cans to begin with? I'm going to show y'all why I'm not adding any salt yet. See here in these no salt added tomatoes? I don't know if y'all can see this. There is 15 milligrams of sodium. In the no salt added tomato sauce, there is also 15 milligrams of sodium. In the tomato paste, that's just plain old paste, there's 20 milligrams of sodium. I don't know how well y'all can see that. Now things going to get interesting. In the kidney beans, there is 260 milligrams of sodium. In the enchilada sauce, there is 290 milligrams of sodium. Y'all see that? There you go, 290. And the beef broth. Sure, it's fat-free, but I about shit the bed when I saw this. 1,380 milligrams of sodium in this can. I'll add my damn salt after I taste it. After tasting it, I realize it has plenty of salt, and now I'm glad I didn't add any salt to it. My chips don't have any salt either, so I'm pretty satisfied with the way it tastes right now. This has been cooking a while, and the last thing I'm going to add to it is corn. I'm going to let that cook till the corn gets tender. I'm going to sprinkle some Mexican blend cheese on my soup. And a little of this cilantro. I should probably use fresh cilantro, but I don't have any. And that'll just have to be okay. I'm about tearing the soup, y'all. Got my chips here and my sweet tea. Can't live without this. See how crispy these chips are? They're good. This soup is good, y'all. It doesn't need any salt. Trust me. I love to eat soup in the winter. Y'all give this enchilada soup a try. I might be making more versions of it later on. When they get real crispy and golden like this on both sides, god damn it. I'm gonna let this oil cool off. Damn it. Back it. Fuck, what did I say? God damn it. I might be making... Y'all give this enchilada soup a try. I might be making... Y'all give this... Fuck.